Tell us about this transformation, how Adobe is looking to the future.
So it's great to be here. Thank you, Rich. So what we've done as a company is really focused on moving from a traditional perpetual software model where customers were, accessing the technology through retail and reseller stores, and moving that to a true cloud SaaS offering where organisations now get the advantage of having updated technology all the time. As new features and functions come from our R&D teams, we deliver them down through the cloud into our customers, and the result has been pretty spectacular.
Well, give us an idea of how spectacular it's been then.
So we've had, our last quarter announcement, we've overachieved our expectations on subscriber growth. We're expecting to end the year with 5.9 million customers that are accessing our technology through the new subscription service. And there's a few reasons as to why they would do that. The world is exploding in terms of content creation. Organisations and brands, they connect with their customers through that emotive response to content. That content is being created and being sent digital. And there is just this massive consumption in today's world of that digitised content. And Adobe delivers technology that allows our customers to create that content. But that's only one part of our business. That's the Creative Cloud. Another part of our business is the Marketing Cloud, which is also performing very strongly, specifically here in Asia, which allows organisations to manage and measure that digital content in the market.
Yeah, so you've moved the business to, a server-based business, a subscription model essentially, which is, I guess, looking a bit antiquated right now. But do the products themselves, how are they evolving?
So the products they continue to evolve. We've just done a major release of our Creative Cloud software. So products that everyone would know. Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, Acrobat, and many others that constantly get updated. And they get updated around 3 or 4 key areas. One is around speed and agility, allowing our customers to do more with the technology. The second is embracing some of the mega trends that we're seeing in the industry around mobile and how customers now need to be able to access their technology and use the product on a mobile format, be that on a smartphone or a tablet device. And the third area is around workflow. A lot of our enterprise customers are really talking to us about how can they get increased efficiency and productivity gains by having access to cloud-based technology. If I give you one example of how that could work is, in the past, an enterprise organisation may have worked with an advertising agency and spent a lot of time communicating via couriers and sending big file sizes of content between the two organisations. To be able to do that on the cloud and in the cloud creates a workflow that is increasingly efficient, and the speed to market is obviously much, much faster.
Paul, let's talk a little bit about the Asia-Pacific. You're there in Singapore at the moment. How much of the whole business, the revenue, are attributable to the Asia-Pacific?
So we represent about 15% of the company's revenues in this region.
Yeah. Do you notice anything? I mean, how much are they growing? They must be growing quite rapidly as well compared to other more mature markets. But I want to get a sense of how business practices differ here and workflows differ here as well, perhaps compared to Europe or indeed the US.
Yeah, so Asia is very different when it comes to, in particular, the drive towards mobile. There are whole economies in this region that have bypassed access to the internet via a desktop PC. We work with organisations, particularly in the emerging markets, Indonesia, the Philippines, and in India, where companies are building out their technology platforms and their engagement with their customers using apps and a mobile-only strategy, where they're not even building desktop, mobile websites. And a lot of that is because if you think about the technology take-up in the emerging markets, it's straight to mobile, where individuals don't necessarily have access to a PC. So we're seeing a lot of demand for mobile-ready products, for mobile attribution analysis, where organisations say, how do I get a better return on my content creation and my marketing on mobile? We're also seeing a big take-up in organisations that are using digital in some of the key vertical market segments in this marketplace. In particular, travel and leisure. Airlines in particular are investing very heavily in how they can convert and attract new customers in a digital format. Retail, online e-tail is exploding. And one of the areas that we're seeing significant growth in is e-government. As marketplaces around Asia-Pacific, the government is looking at ways that they can engage with their citizens in an electronic and digital footprint as opposed to a more traditional method.